What's the word, YouTube, Instagram? About to get my boy Bruce Carrington up in the building. You already know, man, New York shit.
Yo, what's
My
up?
guy, finally,
Yeah,
man.
I'm good,
What's
man.
going
I'm
on with
good,
you, man? How
man.
you feeling? Off of
Yes,
off,
sir. Yes,
off, off,
sir.
off a
You're
fresh win,
we
off a fresh
up.
win.
We gonna
You know
keep
what I'm
him up.
saying? You know, I'm paying
One.
attention. Oh yeah, most definitely, most definitely. Before we get started too, I was told to tell you what up
Oh,
by
okay. Yeah, yeah.
Uncle
Tell Uncle
Uwe.
Louie I said what's up, man. Yeah,
Got you. He called me this morning like, yo, man, you, what up with you
yeah,
on Shu Shu interview? I'm like, yo, you know what? I said, yo, I gotta hit him up. I said,
yeah.
matter of fact, I'm about to hit him up right now.
Yeah,
And
it's a fact.
shit,
It's
I
a
hit you
fact.
up
I'm
at the
glad we
right
finally
time.
got around to it.
Nah, definitely, bro. Like right now, you definitely one of my
Thank
favorite upcoming young fighters. You know what I'm saying? Repping New York. And I want to
you.
say peace to you and
Yeah.
Richardson Higgins because
Uh.
we've been quiet for a while. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In New York in boxing. You know what I'm saying? You got Chris Colbert, but
Yeah. Yeah. That's a
y'all
fact.
bringing it back. You and Richardson is definitely bringing it back. Like, and I want to commend y'all for that. You
Yeah.
know what I'm
I
saying?
feel
We
like
need to
it's
be
just
back in there.
something for us. Like we just, it's something for us to put on our shoulders, man. We win Brooklyn like shoulder pads for real, for real. We just make sure we carry, you know, the whole city just to the top for real. So kinda how we look at it for real.
No, that's what's up. That's what's up, man. You know what I'm saying that's peace. You know what I mean? Like I said,
Yeah,
man, to be bringing New York back. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the last biggest fighters we had? Zab, Tyson. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
Dan.
Shannon Briggs. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? All Brooklyn natives. All Brooklyn natives. You know what I'm saying? Brooklyn has definitely been holding it
yeah,
down
most definitely.
for
In
New
the
York
comments,
in
what's up?
boxing.
What's up,
Fact.
everybody? I appreciate.
You know what I'm saying? So let's get started, man. Tell
Yeah,
us
man.
about your upbringing, like
Well,
where you came from.
come from Brownsville, Brooklyn. For everybody that don't know, that's not really familiar with Brooklyn, Brownsville is just a neighborhood inside of Brooklyn. Um, it's just a place where it's just just real gritty. Roughest, toughest dudes come out of Brownsville, man. It's like a lot of people that's from Brooklyn, and Brooklyn is probably one of the grittiest boroughs out there. Dudes in Brooklyn don't even want to roll through Brownsville at the time of night. Um, it's like a lot of guys that's come from there, a lot of champions come from there. Mike Tyson, Reddy Bowe, Shannon Briggs, Zab Judah, Daniel Jacobs, and there's a list of fighters. This is champions that come from that small neighborhood. So it's just like really, important for me to make sure that I rep that name and I take take it to the top and become another champion as well on that list of champions, the Brownsville greats. It's just something that we all come from up there. We had to go through a lot, seeing a lot. Like my parents did a good job of keeping me away, from the streets and everything and gang activity and whatever. But living in that type of environment, you can't control but so much. Certain things that you live through,
Facts.
like what I mean. I didn't see I didn't see people get shot like since I was like age of 5, and a lot of people, you know, that come from the hood, that come from where I come from, norm for real. But everybody on the outside, it's like, dang, like that's something crazy. It's like different. Like that's something I had to get used to. And I honestly feel like I love where I'm from, honestly, because they represent me like so well in terms of like how they, support me and they come out in my fights and stuff like that. So I really appreciate how that they really have going on and support me so much in my interviews and stuff like that. And excuse me, not some interviews, in my fights and stuff like that. And I honestly feel like Brownsville, like they put like an extra layer of like skin for me because of the way like what I've been through, and all the hardships and stuff like that. It made me into the fighter I am today. It made me into the person I am today. And I wouldn't be where I am if it wasn't for the Brownsville.
Nah, that's what's up. That's what's up. So
Yeah,
just
I mean,
coming up, you fighting a
you
lot?
gotta get your little shit. Like, son, you gotta get your little, one on one. You have to, son. You have to. Like, they're gonna try you. It's just like
That's a
even
fact.
before I started boxing, like they gonna just want to try you, just test your gangster. Like they just gotta do that. So if you can't fight, yeah,
Shit, bro.
you're gonna be
I come
bullied. You're
from
gonna be,
Yonkers.
dragged up the street and all that. You know what I mean? You're gonna be doing all
Facts.
different type of stuff. You know what I mean? So I feel like, me, I just got a lot of respect because I was just always defending myself and stuff like that. Even like I was always a good kid. Like I was never the type of kid that was starting no problems and like that. But I knew how to fight. And that's one thing. That's one of the main reasons why my father put me in the sport anyway. Cause like I was beating up bigger dudes that was like trying to bully me.
Yeah. Like between Peace to Suicide, Peace to Reef, you know what I'm saying, that he hooked us up. You know what I'm saying? But I've heard nothing but good stories from
Yeah, that's what's
Reef
up.
and Uncle Uwe about you. You know what I'm saying? Like I heard nothing but good
Yeah,
stories. Like he a good kid. You know what I'm saying? He never was really the one to be running around in the streets getting into trouble. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nah, man, that's what's up, man. He he the future of the sport. You know what I'm saying? And the way he moving, it's good to see the young black brothers, especially coming from my side, New York. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, I appreciate that.
Be
I mean
doing
a
their
lot for
thing.
real. 'Cause I worked with like guys like me, Richardson.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? It's like we really worked really hard to get where we at, and we still got a lot of more work to do. But just the fact that y'all are proud of us, y'all talking about us the way y'all talking, and like at this point of our career, it means a lot, and it just lets us know we're doing the right thing, we're on the right path.
Facts, facts. I can't wait to see what the future holds for y'all, man. Like it's
Mm-hmm.
you at
Yeah,
126, Richardson at 140. Y'all
yeah,
got chips on y'all shoulders. You know what I'm saying? And I
yeah,
shit, Brooklyn is in y'all.
yes,
That's a fact. You can see that shit. You can see that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, that last fight, not the
yeah,
fight that you had the last one, but the one before that. I was there and your mom was
mm,
sitting right across from me. You know what I'm saying? You came up, you know what
yeah,
I'm saying? You came up holding your hand. And I see you walk. My wife like, yo, go ahead, it's an
yeah,
interview. I said, nah, gonna bother him. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, I know he pissed about that fight. I said, because he fought that man and beat him one-handedly
yeah.
and was still using the fucked up hand. I said, no, he in pain. He don't want to talk to nobody right now. You know what I'm
Got
saying? I ain't even gonna bug him. You know what I'm saying? But I seen it in you. I seen that look in your eye when you was coming up the stairs. I said, yo, bro, he got that same look I used to see in Zab when I was a kid, man. He got that same Brownsville, Brooklyn, rough, rugged look, man.
Yeah,
Like
and that's a fact.
they not
Fact.
taking no
That's a
shit from
fact.
nobody.
Like I said, bro, that all just comes from where we come from, what we have to see and just deal with. And honestly, it's just I don't know. I honestly feel like it's the water we drink for because it just feel like that's how deep it is. Uh, yeah, we just don't take nothing from nobody, man. We don't take nothing from nobody, and we bring that aggression inside the ring. Like I was watching Zab, my last fight. I was watching like clips of Zab, his highlight videos. I'm watching Tyson, and both of those guys, they so similar to me just because of their attitude. Like they just came in just really just wrecking stuff, son. Like they was just in there to destroy. And that's just something that I feel like I can relate to. Because I come in there and just coming in to handle business. I'm not coming in there to play. I'm not in there dancing. I'm not in there for the glitz and glams. We in there to put on a show, and we in there to check in and check out. That's what I'm in there to do.
That's fact. So what and who, well, I know who, but what really got you to be like, all right, cool, dad, I'm
So
gonna do
there was a
this.
point in time in my career, my amateur career, I would say 2018, where I was about to quit. I ain't gonna lie to you. I wasn't about to box anymore. A lot was going on in my personal life, and then I felt like I was like plateauing in terms of my progress in the amateur career, and I wasn't like winning certain fights that I wanted to win certain tournaments I was supposed to win and stuff like that. And I had high standards for myself, but I just wasn't. Honestly, from keeping 100, I wasn't really putting that work in. Like I was getting by and made a name for myself just on pure talent, like beating dudes up, barely
Mm.
working out, and I'm just taking the drink for a game, I'm taking it for a joke. So, but when it was time to really buckle down and really win them big tournaments, I would fall short close decisions though, every single time, but I would fall short because I just wasn't giving it my all, and I thought I was doing enough, so I was fooling myself. So I took some time off, and it was supposed to be temporary, but then I started to get into a place to where I was like, man, I didn't want to go to the gym at all no more. I didn't want to hear nothing about no boxing. I didn't want to go to the gym. I don't want to see no matches. None of that. I didn't want to do none of that. And my dad, he was just kind of like, yo, you never really surrendered to the sport, bro. Like, you just getting by. Like, yeah, you doing good, but you just getting by. Like, you supposed to be smashing these dudes. Like, imagine you losing to these top guys, and by split decision, close decision. What if you was to really train and really put in that work? Then what's gonna happen? I'm like, damn, you all right? Hurt? Like, it can't hurt but to try more. Like, if I try more, then I'm not going. If I do good, I do good. If I don't, I'm at where I'm at. You know what I mean? It was no lose. I wasn't a win-win situation, and I really started to put in that work. Started to train 4 o'clock in the morning, putting the miles in, train three times a day. And then after a while, I'm starting to see I'm getting better. My wind is up there. I'm sharper than ever, stronger than ever. And then that's when I started to win those tournaments that I wanted to win. And I never looked back. And after that, I won the Olympic trials, became number one in the nation, got on the USA team. And yeah, man, I just found a new love.
All right, and for like the transition from the Olympics, the whole amateur circuit into the pros,
For me,
how hard or how easy was that
it
for you?
wasn't hard at all because I kind of already had a pro style. Like ever since I started boxing, like I was around number pros. Like my very first gym, I walked in the gym with Curtis Stevens and then Shannon Briggs is in there. Louis Collazo, he's world champ at the time. He's in there. Uh, you know, um, just a bunch of pros. Paulie Malignaggi's in there. I'm just studying those guys, and I'm patterning my style with those dudes. So that was kind of like my base, and I kind of had a lot of problems coming up in the amateurs because of that, because they're not looking for that styling, profiling. They're not looking for them power shots. They points tit for tat, and I ain't like that. So it was actually harder for me to adapt to the amateur style majority of my amateur career. It was super tough for me to do that because I didn't like doing that. It was uncomfortable. Once it was time for that pro game, I felt like I was at home. I felt like I could, showcase the I could like showcase my IQ. I could showcase the how like I could break a guy down and really beat a dude up and really be like a man to man type of I ain't no 3 rounds. We going 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Like I'm gonna really break you down, and that's the kind of fighter that I am. The more the rounds go, the better I'm gonna get, and the worse it's gonna be for my opponent.
All right, so you said you was
But Elijah
you said you was in the
Pierce, I
gym with
see you
like
down
Shannon
there, bro.
Briggs.
Me and him.
Yeah, yo, look, I
Yeah,
just
yeah,
interviewed
yeah. Me
Elijah
and him
Pierce, man. That's my guy,
fought a
man.
couple times
I,
in the
I
Olympic
fuck with that
trials in
kid.
2016. That's my dude. He's one of my toughest fights too. For real. Yeah, yeah. That's my guy right there.
Mm, all right. So now, if you
Say,
don't
yeah,
mind me asking,
it was
how
one
those
and one.
fights
It
went?
was 1-1. He beat me the first time, and then I got him the second time. But yeah,
Mm,
it was good fights both times. Like
love.
he's very stylish, southpaw,
That's
great
what's up.
IQ. And then me, I'm coming to the table. What I come with, it was a match made. It was some pay-per-view type fights for real, for real. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Now that's what's up, man. That's what's up. Cause yo, listen, I've been hearing a lot about Elijah. You know what I'm saying? I've seen him fight once or twice, but I've been hearing a lot of he breaking them down and
He like that. He's
he
sharp.
need that
That
shot.
boy's sharp. I ain't gonna lie to you. He's sharp.
Now, you said you was in the gym, you know what I'm saying, with all these dudes. You know what I mean? Which one of them like who was the one that was like really
mm,
inspiring you to keep this
mm.
going?
I would say out of all the guys that was really like inside the gym that was on my back, really trying to like really push me to keep going, other than my dad, was I would say Curtis Stevens, Saddam Ali. Danny Jacobs, he wasn't like directly like I would say that pushed me forward, but it was like me watching him is what made me want to like push forward and to keep fighting and learning. He was like honestly one of my favorite in the amateurs. He was my favorite fighter to watch. Like the way he put his numbers, his combinations together, his speed, his tenacity, and everything like that. Him taking over the Golden Gloves and everything, and he was watch for me. He was one of the main people that really pushed me, kept me going. Oh, Gary Starks Jr. Big for me as well. Those guys, everybody came up around that same time. It was like a clique of them in with Lou DiBella, and around that time they was doing Broadway boxing inside the Manhattan Center and stuff. And it was all of those guys. It was like helping me out. Curtis, Jadon Codrington, uh, 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 Gary Starks Jr. There's a few guys that I'm missing out, but major influences on me coming up.
Nah, facts, man. Peace to all them dudes, man. I
Yeah,
rock with all of them, especially Stevenson.
that's
That's my guy. I fuck with him. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? He hood with it, raw. Like, yo, bro, the first time I ever seen him, I think I was on live with him for a hot second with Flat. And I'm talking to the dude. I'm just like, yo, son, this nigga is wild hood with it. He don't give a
He don't
fuck.
care. Even I
Like,
remember even when he was getting ready to fight for Triple G, like he talking crazy to Triple G and all of that. But that's just what you gonna get from what I mean, that's what you gonna get, bro. Like, he's just raw. He's regular. He's not gonna act like that. And it's not the persona. That's all him. He's just filthy.
yeah, nah,
Yeah,
you could tell that's all him. That's all him. That's all him, bro. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? I fuck with him hard. Win, lose, draw, I fuck
yeah.
with him hard. For real, for real. But so when it's all said and done, right? Wish like well, nah.
Mm.
What's your top goal in
For
this sport?
me in this sport, I want to be able to, take over every single weight division that I step into. Like, I ain't gonna lie. In the 126 weight division, I plan on being undisputed. I want to be undisputed in the world in the 126 weight division and then move up. I wouldn't say I would be. I want to shoot to be undisputed in every single weight division, but just for every single division that I'm in, for them to know that I'm the man in that division. Like every time that Floyd stepped in, he became the man in that division. And I want to have that same effect. And be known as one of the greats. And I feel like whenever you mention guys like Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson, Mayweather, I want you to be able to mention Bruce Carrington right up in there. And that's just inside the sport. Outside the sport, I want to be able to, you know, um, do a lot for the people like the young ones coming up, and me being I mean, people have been telling me that I'm a role model, and for like them coming up, when the kids coming up and stuff like that, right?
Now, bro, I
I,
guarantee you
I
all, bro.
appreciate that,
I
and that
guarantee you all. I guarantee you all for real, for real. I guarantee you
thank you.
all,
I'm
bro.
just been
I
hearing that,
guarantee you all.
and that's just been keeping me humble for real. But that comes with responsibility, and I just want to be able to continue to give back. And I don't have anything planned out yet, but I will soon though. I definitely will soon.
Now that's what's up. That's what's up. So 126.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of dudes down there.
Uh-huh.
You got Mr. Gary Russell Jr. When like how you feeling about who you want
To
in
be
that weight
honest,
class? Who you want to
everybody
be?
asks me that question, bro. Like everybody always asks me that question, like who I want in my division. But it all depends on who got that chip when it's time for me to fight for them chips. Um, I ain't like it don't really matter to me. Like anybody could get the smoke for. I'm not picking and choosing. I'm not doing none of that because I'm interested in the belts. Whoever's in the way gonna get steamrolled over. That's just how it is for me. It's just I'm just writing my book and everybody is in my way. They're just in it. That's just how I look at it. I'm not looking at no specific person.
Excuse me. So
That's
what are some of your outside hobbies? Smoking that Zob, man. Smoking that Zob, man. This shit hitting crazy. I ain't
Yeah,
even gonna lie to you. This
yeah.
shit hit. But yo, what's that dream fight? Like if you could put anybody in the ring,
My
anybody, Floyd, Muhammad Ali,
dream
Jack
fight for
Johnson.
me would be either Sugar Ray Robinson or Sugar Ray Leonard. Either one of those, like one of them. A lot
Mm,
of people, I mean, Floyd. I
mm,
love Floyd too, but for me, Sugar Ray Robinson, Sugar Ray Leonard. Those guys was like one of the like most
mm.
talented guys I've ever seen. Like I watch Sugar Ray Robinson fights now, and there's certain things that like I look at. He was so far ahead of his time in terms of the way he fought, his athleticism, like his fighting style. He was, man, mixed speed with power, his reflex and everything. He was doing certain moves that was so far ahead of his time. And like it was the reason why his record is the way it was. Sugar Ray Leonard, he had agility, beautiful foot movement, speed, nice pop, like respectable power. And then he fought all the who's. His tenacity, his ambition is something that I really look up to, and that's something that I, want to be able to show that I can bring to the table in this sport too. Because a lot of guys, I ain't gonna lie, a lot of guys be ducking each other nowadays. Like they make an excuse.
Yo, bro, let me tell you something. Not to cut you off. Let me let you know something.
Oh,
It's
I'm
coming for
already
you.
knowing because the way how I fight, a lot of guys ain't going to fight me. Yeah,
It's coming, bro. It's definitely
yeah.
coming, bro. It's coming, man. Look what, yo, bro. Let's be real. I'm gonna be real. Some people not gonna like what I'm about to say, but they might as well just go on and give Richardson Montana
Man,
love.
I want to see
Just
that
give him to
fight
him.
bad. I feel like that fight could possibly happen next because the way how they are, it could. I mean, yeah,
Especially
either or. Like,
now.
for I
He
feel
took
like
the
not
L.
because Richardson don't. He got a fight coming up this weekend, so it can't be now. Yeah,
Yeah.
it
Now I
definitely
know
could be
it
next.
can't be now,
I
but it could
feel
be
like
next.
uh right now where Montana Love has put himself because of his last performance. He's put himself in a position because, respectively, he was ahead of Richardson in terms of, where he was heading his career and, the name was buzzing. If he would have did good in or even if he would have won his last fight, he would have continued to where Richardson would have to put in more work to deserve to fight him. But now, and he got Richardson in Montana put himself in a position to where now he has to prove himself again, and he might have to do that with Richardson, and that's going to be a tough fight because Richardson is I he was like that,
Uh,
you know.
not gonna
Man,
be not gonna be easy at all.
not
That's
at
gonna be
all.
a
He gonna
long
be
fucking night.
that jab is something.
Be a long night.
Richardson has one of the best jabs that I've ever sparred against. Like I ain't gonna lie to you, he got one of the most annoying jabs in the game.
Bro, listen, I my
Uh-huh.
daughter trains in Gym
Yeah,
X.
yeah,
So I
yeah.
seen
He had the most
I
like
seen
he
it.
got the most persistent jabs. Like he's doing a combo, pop, pop, jab up, jab down, changing speed on it, changing height on it. Like he is like that's one thing he mastered even way back when he was in the amateurs, and he's brought into the pro games. A lot of dudes is having a problem with that, and he's gonna get better and better, sharper and sharper, stronger. His last fight, he beat up the dude. Did he stop dude? Yeah, he stopped dude in the 10th round. Like he's being a surgeon out there, and I ain't gonna lie to you. I feel like when it comes to him in Montana, that's gonna be a fight to watch. Like anybody, that'll be a fight to watch.
I think so. I believe so. So
Oh
what you do
man,
outside of
for real,
boxing?
for real, honestly, like my life is boxing, man. Like I'm mostly just working out. I don't stay out. I don't really stay outside the gym. Like I love being inside the gym. I'm on my off time. That's just my like my day to day. That's my temple of peace. That's my sanctuary right there. So I'm in there 100% of the time working out every single day and working on my craft. So uh I don't really focus on too much any other stuff outside of the gym because especially right at this point in my career right now, I'm focused on proving myself. This is it. This is my day to day. I'm focused on proving myself, making a name for myself. Yeah, I got a little buzz, but we got a lot more work to do.
Peace, peace. I got a question
Yeah.
from one of my guys. His
Uh-huh.
name is Maniac McGee. Um, he a
Uh-huh.
pro, just had his first fight. He said, like, what type of advice
All
do
right,
you
so
have for these
for me,
upcoming pros?
what I would give to upcoming pros, meaning at me, I would say take your time in terms of being patient inside the ring. Um, know how to work the clock. It's a little bit of a psychological game and knowing how to win certain rounds. And this is something that Mayweather has perfected, and this is something that I really have knowledge as well about too. Like winning these rounds is all about securing the first minute. If you want to slow down in between from from the first minute into 2 minutes and 2 minutes and 15 seconds left in a round, then you can do that. And then the last 45 seconds, that's when you turn it up and take the round. That's how you kind of manipulate the judges, because the judges will always remember the last thing that they see before they score on the scorecards. So that's kind of how you gotta put it. So in their mind, it's like, oh, you won majority of the round. So that's kind of like something that you should take in. Um, be physical in there. Don't be afraid of the physicality. If you're transitioning from the amateurs to the pros, you'll know that in the amateurs, it's not too much physicality once you're inside a clinch. A lot of guys don't like being inside the clinch, or they don't know what to do inside of a clinch. Learn how to fight in it, and fight out of it. Um, and man, just have fun. Like, just make sure, like, don't tense up too much. I know it's a fight. The pros, money's involved. There's a lot at stake, but you'll succeed more when you're really just having fun. All of the hard work that you're doing, make sure you're doing that in the gym. All of the mistakes that you do, make sure you're doing that in the gym. Practice all the things you practice in the gym, so by the time it's time for you to fight, everything's perfected.
Mm, I hope you heard that, Maniac. And my man Matt, Low Key Joe, said, how do you market yourself
I
without
mean, well,
losing
just
yourself?
like
Integrity.
for real, you gotta just people love authenticity, like especially in this day and age. Like, we not back in the days where it's like people were looking for perfection. People, you know, Michael Jordan, Tiger Woods, Michael Jackson. Those were superstars. But then again, hey, baby boy. Sorry about that. Yeah, those guys, like, yeah, it's they were superstars, but it was like they had to have a clean image. They had like no tattoos. All those guys I just mentioned, think about it, no tattoos, no, like, their image is just squeaky clean. And we're not in a day and age for that right now. Like, people like authenticity. People want to be able to see you. So whatever you're marketing, like whatever you're putting out there, make sure it's you. So you don't have to fake anything. You don't gotta worry about how can I say, like, about losing yourself, because you're putting yourself out there. You'll be alright as long as you be yourself. Like, if you want to add stuff here and there just for entertainment purposes, then yeah, that's cool. But make sure everything stems off of you.
All right. Low Key Joe with another one. He said, how do you stay grounded? And if and what books do
Yeah,
you
yeah.
read if
Well,
you do read?
I to stay grounded, it's just the people I have around me. My whole team, my coach, like down to my coach, Coach K and everything. Uh, my dad keeps me grounded. My fiance, she keeps me grounded. It's just the people I have around me, even my friends, man. Like, it just I really have a very small circle, and I make sure the people that's around me, they inspire me in certain ways. They, hype me up in certain ways, but also uh, make sure remind me to give praise to God. And all the books I read, you know, little from time to time. I read my scriptures in the Bible. That's what keep me grounded. You know what I mean? If you read any other outside, like the
Mm.
Bible is the book I read the most. Little, my lessons from the scriptures that I read, and that right there is what helps me, you know, just keep me grounded, to stay motivated, and keep my focus on the task at hand.
All right. I'm gonna read two more questions. AK said, AK the
Yeah.
Apostle, normally be my co-host. We said,
I mean,
what if being
well, if
squeaky
it's
clean is
you,
your image?
like it's you though. Like that's fine if that's your image, but if that is you, that is you. Like because of the fact that if you're worrying about losing yourself, then and if that is your image, then it's possible that you can lose yourself because people get addicted to that
Like,
squeaky clean and because they don't expect certain things to happen. If you get into people make mistakes all the time, but they don't expect you to, certain scandals to happen and stuff like that. Then when it does happen, it's a big deal. When a lot of other people that doesn't have that squeaky clean image, if they do certain things that you have done, it won't be much of a big deal. Like, so it's possible that you can lose yourself. You can get lost in that type of thought. So I feel like when you're approaching it, just be yourself. If yourself is a squeaky clean image, but then be that. If it's not, then be that. Just be yourself, bro. I'm hating the whole stuff. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm
now,
hating the whole persona stuff, bro, because it's like, the person be looking all cool in front of the camera, then you meet them in person and they something totally different. That's a big disappointment. Like, you don't want to do that.
all right,
Yeah.
Kay said wonderful answer. So, I always been wanting to
Yeah,
ask you
yeah,
about
yeah.
this. Ike, that's
No,
your
no, yeah. Ike was
brother or
my
like your best
oldest,
friend?
my older brother. He was right under the oldest, and he was like a best friend to me. Honestly, he was one of the people that I was able to. Um, well, yeah, that he was one of the people that felt like I felt like understood me at the time of my age past. Like there's a lot of stuff that I was going through at that age. You like seven. I was like 17 when he passed, and you know teenagers, they feel so misunderstood at the time and they be acting like whatever is like
Yeah,
such a big deal. But yeah, he made me feel like I was understood when nobody else understood me. And he taught me so many things, man, about life. He taught me how to like just, navigate myself and walk through the streets of Brownsville and survive without, you know, tipping off anybody in terms of like getting any type of attention on me and anything like that, so I could just go my day to day about my boxing, not having to worry about looking over my shoulder. Somebody, he just taught me like certain things like that. He taught me how to just be a man in so many ways, man. It was very unfortunate that he passed from me because I just felt like I was learning so much from him, and being that he passed, it was like, dang. Like my dad was there. Don't get me wrong. Like I learned a lot from that, but my brother
yeah,
is
yeah.
there. There's certain things that he knew about me that my dad didn't know about. You know what I mean? So it was just like, who do I now? Like who do I talk to about my issues, my problems, my still secrets and stuff like that? I felt like I had nobody, but I used what he taught me in the years that I was blessed to have him, and it was basically the foundation for me to become the man that I am today. And he's gonna be with me every way I go. On my on my shorts, and my gloves. You see me, I rock that vibe everywhere. Yeah,
Always, I
yeah, for
always see
real.
the forever Ike.
Yeah,
So definitely rest in power, man. Definitely. Um, so two more
yeah.
questions, man, before I let you get up out of here. They call
Mm.
it, they say four kings. They always try to put Ryan in there. I always take him out. You know what I'm saying? I always say it's three
Man,
kings.
I guess
Shakur, Devin, and
say it
Tank.
again.
I said Shakur, Devin, and Tank. Those are the three kings to me. How you feel about them three fighting? Who you think come out the
Um,
winner out of all three
mm,
of them?
Not gonna lie to you. Right now in their careers and where and how well they all have progressed in terms of their style, their maturity, and everything like that. It's kind of a toss up. I don't know. I can't tell you. I've had the pleasure of sparring all three of those guys. Um, it all three of them, they all bring something different to the table, which each one of their assets can give each one of the other guys a problem if they ever fight each other. Man, I don't know. I honestly don't know. Devin looked great against Ken Bosa's the last two fights. Like he just like his boxing ability, his
Facts.
IQ. I've always really I always took my hat off for Devin for two reasons. One, his arsenal, like his toolbox is extensive because of the guys that he's learned from, down to Roger Mayweather, Floyd, Roy Jones, and so many other people that he's then had. You want to pick a side? I can't, bro. I can't. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna keep it a buck. If I'm a boxing fan at heart, so I'm gonna tell you the truth. Like I'm not trying to because I know any of them. No, I'm keeping it a buck. I don't know. That's how good these guys are. But and another reason why I didn't take my hat off to Devin because he never really he didn't come from like a lot of where these other boxers come from. Like Devin was set with money for like his pops already had money coming to the game, so he never really had to worry about that. But he had the pure love of boxing because of the pure love for it. You know what I mean? So that speaks volumes. A lot of us stay like, oh, we want to get our family out the hood. That's our motivation. Oh, we want family. That's our motivation.
Okay.
Like, nah, he's just I love boxing and he out there killing the game. So that joint right there speaks volumes. He working harder than a lot of dudes that's poor or whatever for he got that mentality, that alpha mentality. Tank, man, he comes in there to seek and destroy. I feel like with certain guys, like there's a switch. And I noticed in the Terrence Crawford as well too. Like they will fill you out for as many rounds or whatever, but then like it's just a round and they see something and it's a switch and they take you out every single. It never fails. Like every single time they do that and they just end up destroying their opponent. First few rounds might seem competitive, but then afterwards they just wipe up the competition. And I feel like that all comes with that alpha mentality of just wanting to get a dude up out of there and break a guy down. Um, and then Shakur, he is probably one of the most patient fighters I've ever seen. Like he doesn't waste any punches. He's super calculated. His defense is one of the best I've seen. Up there with Mayweather, could be even better. I feel like Shakur and IQ, he probably has the best IQ out of all of them. But you know, each one of those other guys, they can give him problems for sure. Like Devin is not far when it comes to IQ. People don't give Tank, his just due when it comes to IQ. He's a great boxer, right? And then if he touches you, right, anybody's going down. Like, bro, how bro?
Sleep.
Like pick between those guys.
Like I was gonna ask you,
That power real.
is
Tank
that
is
power
Tank, bro.
real?
Tank is Tank for a reason. They call that boy Tank for a reason. So, you know,
I
nah,
I
yeah,
believe so. I
yeah.
just had to ask
Like
because you said you
if
been in there
you
with him,
like
so I had to ask.
Tank, it's a matter of time before he touches you. Like 12 round fight. I feel like the hardest opponent he would have would be Shakur because like Shakur is to stay sharp throughout the whole 12, and he has that patience to where he waits for you to make a mistake and then he makes you pay for it. But Tank got to hit you one time right, and you gonna get hit. Shakur don't be not getting hit. Shakur get hit. I seen him get hit. You see him get hit in fights all the time. Whenever it be little grazes and stuff like that, but he get touched. Um, Tank touch you, man, it's a different story. So
Done.
yeah, Pitt.
Done.
Yeah,
He
that's
hit
just
you
yeah.
with
He done
something,
proven it
man.
time and time again. So his power ain't no fluke. He just showed it at 130, 135, 140. Come on.
Facts. Facts. All right. So Crawford, Spence.
It's the same
Who you
case.
got to
Listen, these are
have?
the only those are this conversation that we're having right now with the 3, 4 kings that you want to talk about, and Terrence Crawford and Spence. I'm gonna give you the same answer. Any other fight outside of that, I'll like promise you, I'll pick a person, I'll pick a side. I promise you. When it comes to those, it's all about. At the end of the day, I feel like it all comes to the will. It's not about the style because after a while, like they at a certain point in their careers where it's gonna be a competitive fight. It's gonna be back and forth. Like it's all out the will. Like honestly, if you look at Spence versus Porter, like it was will versus will. Like they was up close, personal, fighting each other. Like you know what I'm saying? It's not like Mr. Step Aside. You can It's too funny. But no, but yeah, it's not about like how styles is at that point because it's gonna be back and forth. Each one of those styles is gonna be back and forth. it's about who can hang on, you know, to the very last, you know, bell, for the very last second in the last bell. So I don't know. Uh, Crawford got that killer mentality, bro. Like he has that switch, like that I mentioned earlier. Like it could be a tough fight for him early on because Spence has a pace, and then he ups the pace as the rounds go on. That body shots, the investments that they do to the body is crazy. He does it the whole fight. He's so consistent with it. Um, and then with Spence, you know, he's very. I want to say he's not one dimensional. Like he has little, you know, wrinkles in his game, but you know, it's kind of the same approach to where I feel like Bud can use that against him in terms of like showing his versatility, switching, you know, fighting on the outside, you know, being physical because Bud has his background of wrestling. Like he had his sons and stuff and wrestling, so I guess so he learns from them as well too. And he puts some of that wrestling experience inside the boxing ring. If you watch that last fight, that he had with Porter, Porter had him on the ropes or something like that, and he was smiling at Porter. And like you think you got me, and he just turned him and spinned him around like a baby. But he used his wrestling, that wrestling. I feel like that will go great in helping him fight when it comes to Spence. Like it's certain things, man, that I really don't feel like people watch, and for me, people don't watch and pay attention to where they just so quick to pick a side. You can't pick a side when it comes to this fight, bro. Like because of those little things. Like it's really tough. Like I said, once again, anybody else outside of those fights, I could pick a side, bro.
All right, so one more fight before we go. A new way and Cool Boy.
Okay, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I like Cool Boy, right? That's my dog. I like him a lot. In a way, I feel like if Inoue catches him, he gonna get him. And Inoue is so sharp. He's so fast, bro. Like he's so direct with his punches, and it's like he also has that killer mentality. I like Fulton, but I don't know. It's something that he's missing. It's something that he's missing for me in terms of getting him over Inoue. I got Inoue that fight, but I do want Fulton to win though. Like I'm rooting for my boy. Like I ain't gonna lie to you. Like and it ain't gonna be no easy fight for Inoue. Like Fulton gonna be boxing his socks off, and I feel like in a way his flat-footedness might you know work against him in the fight to where Cool Boy can win for sure. But I feel like the only way that Inoue will win the fight is if he catches Cool Boy. So that's kind of that's for me. It's not really a stylistically like style. I got Cool Boy, but when it comes to like if you get hit, Inoue can punch, bro. So that's something that's Cool Boy gonna have to worry about.
All right, so
Man, so
what's
I
next
should
for
be
you,
back
bro?
in the ring. I should be back in the ring about I would say early April, maybe late March. They didn't give me a specific date yet, but whenever I do get that specific date, I'll let everybody know. I'll put it out there, and you know it's gonna be the Shu Shu show all over again, man. You know,
Let's
yeah,
get it. Let's get it. So word, man, I don't want to hold you up
we having
no
fun.
more,
We
man. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? Yo, now word. So and then I got another
Yeah,
interview too in about 45 minutes with Cardo
nice,
Finesse.
nice.
Want to keep Thurman's
That's what's up.
fighters.
That's
You know what I'm
what's
saying?
up.
He up and coming. Yeah, I'm saying I'm trying to make moves, man. Like I told
Yeah,
everybody,
yeah.
2023
You know,
minds, man.
put your
I'm
foot
gonna
on their
take
neck,
over.
apply that pressure.
That's a whole fact. That's a whole fact. But yo, bro, again, man, it was an honor.
Most definitely.
I'm glad we was finally able to do it.
Yeah,
Peace to Suicide Lean. My
yeah.
man Reef for lining this up. Boy called me one day like, yo, yeah, I'm out here. What I told you. I got your boy. Who you talking about? Hold on, man. Oh, shit. That's Shu Shu. What the fuck? Like, he wasn't, and it was crazy because 2 days
That's
before
what's
that, he like, yo,
up.
I'm going to get you that Shu Shu interview. I'm like, yo, bro, I've been hitting him up, bro. He not going to give me the interview. He said, I'm going to get you the Shu Shu interview. Stop doubting me. And I'm just like, all right, man, if you say so. And then 2 days later, he hit me. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? 'Cause I'm always on the phone with Reef. He hit me. I
Yeah.
looked at it. I'm like, ah, yo, what's up? It's
Yeah.
regular. It was good. Yeah, I told you. I got your boy right here. This your man right here, right? Shit, man, I'm like, yo, who you talking about? Calm down. He like, yo, look. I'm like, oh shit, yo, bro. I've been trying to get at Shu Shu. And I told you, I'm like, yo,
Yeah.
bro,
Yeah.
I've been trying to get at you for a minute. And when you DM me, you was like, yo, my
Yeah.
fault. You
Yeah.
have been trying to get at me for a minute. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, man, I'm glad that we could do it. You know what I'm saying? Definitely gonna have you on here again. Thanks for coming through the smokehouse. You know what I'm saying? Lending us your time.
Definitely, son. Thank you for
You know what
having
I'm
me.
saying?
Everybody that's tuned in, I appreciate y'all for hopping on. You know, it means a lot for both of us for y'all to be watching all of this. And I want to put out, you guys can watch
Facts.
my documentary I got out. It's called Brownsville Born. Y'all guys can watch that. I'll write it in the comments real quick too. Brownsville
Well, we'll put that right quick.
Born. Yeah, Brownsville Born right there. You guys can watch that on brownsvilleborn.com. And, you know, it's just a little crash course of my life, you know, what I've been through. We talk about, you know, Ike and how I, you know, continue to just keep fighting and you know, putting on for him and representing his name. And, yeah, I hope you guys like it. If y'all guys watch it, y'all can reach out to me as well, too. Give me some feedback and everything.
No, definitely. Definitely. You
Yeah,
know
man.
what I'm saying? I'm going to let you know what's up. So we're going to stay in contact, bro. Like,
I
I'm going to be coming to a lot more of your
appreciate
fights,
that.
bro.
Thank you.
That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. You already know, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm always going to be here for the support, man. Win, lose,
I
draw, I'm here for the
appreciate that.
support, bro. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Yo, bro, I appreciate you too, man. Word, that's really it, bro.
Yeah,
Just let them know where to
yeah.
find you, bro.
Y'all
Your
see, y'all got me
YouTube,
on the Instagram right
Instagram.
here, right now, Bruce_Carrington. Y'all type in that name, Bruce Carrington, anywhere, Google, YouTube, y'all gonna see me. My
That's a
one,
fact.
yeah,
Facts.
the Twitter be_Carrington1, and yeah, man, y'all just keep your eye on my page, man. Y'all can keep, y'all gonna see a lot of content and reminders of when the next time I fight, and hope y'all be in, y'all stay tuned and y'all watch that. Y'all watch my fights, continue my journey, because this is only the beginning.
Facts. And yo, PS, I
Yeah,
see you
yeah,
out there
yeah,
doing your
yeah.
training too.
Yeah,
You're gonna be a good
most
trainer
that.
one day, bro.
Yeah,
That's a fact.
thank
It's there. It's there.
you.
You're gonna be a
Thank you.
good trainer one day. I see you. Nah, word definitely, man. But thank you for coming through. All Shu Shu fans, go follow your boy Smoke With Me TV. You know what I'm saying? This right here is definitely gonna be uploaded to my YouTube, Smoke With Me TV. You know what I'm saying? Definitely keep all my peoples that's in here. If y'all haven't been, definitely keep your eyes on Shu Shu. Support the brother.
Yes.
New York
Yeah.
bred, Brownsville, Brooklyn.
Gritty. Bro.
He
Yeah.
bringing it back for NY, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Somebody got to bring something back for NY. And he bringing it back for NY, man.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody down south got the music. You know what I'm saying? Down south and like the west got the
We taking
boxing. Nah, man, we
we
coming to
taking over.
take it over, man.
It's had their
You know what I'm
fun. They
saying?
didn't
We
have
coming
their
to
fun.
take
It's
it
time to bring
over.
it back home.
Peace, peace. You already know, bro. You again, man. It's an honor,
Thank you.
man, to have you up here, man. Good looking, bro.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
I'm definitely gonna be hitting you up. Peace.